December 28th, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. By the way, welcome to today's video. We are on Phoenix Wright episode 9. This is going to be the last episode for September, and October will be Resident Evil month. So tomorrow there's going to be 2 playthroughs dropping on October 1st. So there's going to be two playthroughs going through at the same time, not from the same game. So you're not going to get like Resident Evil 2 remake all the way from the start to the end, and anyway. So I will be releasing two long play videos a day, but each video is a different game that I'm playing through. So tomorrow I'm releasing. I think I'll just drop the titles now. So tomorrow's episode of the long play episode for tomorrow will be Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 for the PS1 and Resident Evil remake. It was originally the GameCube version, but it's released on the PS4, so that'll be exciting. All right, so that is that, and for the month of October, it will be Resident Evil month. I will be attempting to get through as much of the games as I can during the month of October. But yeah, and then we will resume regular videos, like long play videos with quick play videos, in sometime in November. So yeah. So anyway, let us jump into this. All right, so here's the final day of the trial for this episode here. All right, this is it, Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Wow. What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm very sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Hoo-yah, pal. Oh, okay, that's Gumshoe. I immediately thought of Al Pacino. Hoo-ha! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. He's a phony. He's a big fat phony. Okay, December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court number 3. Here it is, the showdown with pretty much the end boss for this game. I think episode 5 is basically DLC. I probably said that before, but that was days ago. It was weeks ago, actually. Okay, court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement? Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. This is kind of awkward. This is kind of backwards. He usually doesn't want, Phoenix to ask all the questions he wants. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Oh, there he is. He's gonna lie through his teeth. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Oh, the witness was not running away. He will now testify. I see. Very well. Begin your testimony. Phoenix hasn't said anything yet. Okay, why I left court? Okay. I'm really sorry about you leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motives things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Okay. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Why I left court? Okay, I'm going to save right here. Save. Years. Okay. Okay. He's really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. Press. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and you realized you were in danger. Oh. No. Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Okay. Then why did you leave? Oh. He was just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? I said, if I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy Polly some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. Oh. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this innocent incident anyhow. Okay. You've lost much of your memory. Is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. Oh. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger? I think it's old codger. In that old codger's head. That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue. I need not one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Objection. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be this same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness said that he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim? Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho. Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Okay, can't be Gregory Edgeworth. What if it is Gregory Edgeworth? No, it's gotta be Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it, but it was such a famous case. Oh, I thought the judge would have heard of it. Okay, yeah. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Oh. Tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? I got your proof right here. I meant in ashes. This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
Oh,
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yup.
what?
Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the finger has no witness, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
Well, like, what was he paying with his bills?
Tisk tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. No.
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, wait. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. Let me look at the script. It says I got another shot. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Tisk tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief, hmm?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma.
Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot.
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. I think he's actually gonna cross-examine the parrot. Okay, this is interesting. I wonder how I'm gonna do this, or how Phoenix is gonna do this. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Oh, wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do so as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Okay. Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Look at this. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name.
Name?
The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Okay. Hello, hello, Squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do? What do we do, Maya?
Cross-examination. Who is your owner? Okay, I don't know if I should save. Actually, if I save, I can start this. I can start this chapter over again. The chapter starts at the right at the beginning of this final day. So let us save. Yes. Okay, back. Okay, hello, Squawk. Hold it. Oh, I'm having a ball with this. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? Okay. I think we'll save here. Okay. Save your game. Yes. I want to see what they say. Okay. What is your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly. What's your name? Polly. Squawk.
Mr. Wright, I think we established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course.
Yes, it does. Ha. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. And all you have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof is that the parrot's name... Oh wait, what does it say? The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Let's see here. Parrot? The erstwhile companion of boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. DL6 incident. Okay. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears the clear ballistic markings. Photograph of the scene of the murder. DL6. Elevator's oxygen, no clues upon the scene. Defense attorney trapped in elevator from the lost stylist son. One bullet in the heart, the murder weapon is fired twice. Court bailiff trapped with Edgeworth, memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins commits suicide. Huh. I think this is it.
The DL6 case file. Oh, that's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Suspect data. Wait, victim data? Okay, what was I just looking at? It wasn't the case summary? Wasn't the victim data? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed it does. It does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins.
Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Oh, objection. Bah, a mere coincidence, that is all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Hello, Squawk. I think we'll have to press this. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay, hello. Okay, I think I need to press this again. Okay, witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify, talk to her, right. Okay, what do I say? What's your name? No. Oh, okay, of course, yeah, okay, we're going around in circles. Okay, I gotta do this again. Objection. Okay. Suspect data. Yep, Polly Jenkins. Objection. Okay, let's see. Gonna have to go with hello again. We're gonna, what is the DL6 incident? Okay. Have we forgotten something? Yes, this is the one. Remember, 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Squawk. Okay. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. Squawk. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. We forgot. Hello. Squawk. Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? Wait, we'll get the parrot to say the safe number, because we asked for the safe number first, and then we've forgotten something. Maybe I'll get her to say the safe number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, what could possibly link the number to the caretaker's true identity? Okay, let's look at the autopsy report. Robert Hammond. Exhibit A. 1226, or was it 1228? Okay. Check. Case summary 1228. Case summary. Elevator. An elevator auction. Victim data. Suspect data. 1228. Case summary. The DL6 file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Oh, bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one. This has nothing to do with a date, nothing. Okay, he just gave away his PIN number. That's enough. I think we reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Oh, witness, tell us your name. Oh, wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh, he's straight up. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order. Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Okay, what's going on here?
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay. This was a little too short. This feels like, well, that is all. The court is adjourned. Oh, what's going on? Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth. Oh, he's got a guilty conscience to clear.
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent. No, I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Okay, raise an objection. Okay, hold on. I'm going to save. Yes. So I guess the last part of this game is talking him out of confessing to a crime that was an accident. Raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Oh.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Okay.
For 15 years, I have had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Okay. I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. So Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond, but Miles Edgeworth killed Gregory Edgeworth.
I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but It's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? You just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Okay. So he's gonna clear him of his guilty conscience. A dream, a suppressed memory that Edgeworth has. Then I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the Deal 6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. Von Karma finally decided to let the court do its thing? I see. Does the defense have any objections? I think Von Karma is just as I think he's just as interested to see what Phoenix is going to pull out this time. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Okay, I think Von Karma already knew about this. Well, he did not lose a single case in 40 years, so he's really good. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The Deal 6 incident. All right. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Yogi both lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Cross-examination. All right. Save. Yes. Do not turn off. Okay. Back. Okay, that day, gone to the courtroom, observed one of the father's trials. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Nope. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator.
Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Okay, hold it. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream.
The gun fired once.
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they echo in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream? Okay, so there's something with the scream.
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
Okay, to this day.
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Okay. Let's take a look at, okay, it's gotta be the scream. My father and Mr. Yogi lost composure, began, and something heavy fell at my feet. Picked up, threw it. Mr. Yogi wanted them to stop. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Okay, let's take a look at the evidence. Okay, let's take a look. It was shot in the heart. DL6. Elevator's oxygen depleted at the time. No clues found in the scene. Trapped elevator, lost one bullet in the heart. The murder weapon is fired twice. Okay, the murder weapon is fired twice. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this again. Okay, where is it? Victim data. All right. Present. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I am sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see. But that doesn't make sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness testimony.
Oh, you do enjoy dragging that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
The victim data.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? It was Yanni Yogi. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Oh, Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. Naughty naughty. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof the other shot had something to do with the case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to the incident? Okay, pistol. Okay, let's see. Okay, Edger still bears the clear ballistic markings. Photograph. Wait a minute. There's one shot in his heart and one shot in the window. It's gotta be this. Look at his photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please, get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in this photo. Okay. Right here. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant has lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Oh. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. If the pistol has indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Like what?
Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just that when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could have been that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no, he's confessing.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
Okay, this feels like I'm... Okay, let's see. Save your game. Yes. Okay, I have an objection.
Your Honor. Your Honor, I object.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oh, Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Gah. It must exist. The second bullet.
Huh?
What? What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems Whedon is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists.
What?
We just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just that someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us who is this murderer? It's you, Von Karma.
I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal who took the second bullet,
why would he?
Huh?
First of all,
how would he have found it?
It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Okay. Let's save again. Okay, the murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why he took it. Bah, what possible reason could he have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene of the crime is the bullet would be proof. Maybe he thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so he took it with him. If that was the case, then he would have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would he only take one of 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. Oh, no. This isn't going so well. There's some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet. The murderer didn't need it. Actually, I'm going to... Okay, so we just saved right here, so I'm going to go... The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time... Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet. He got shot. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance what? He got shot. Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? That is why Von Karma took a vacation. It's not like he could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a sec. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside, yes. Phoenix is still unsure. That's why it was shot. The 2 men fighting inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I have ever known. I can tell you're grasping, but yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Oh. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation several months after that, you see. Yes, not an unusual event for that man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecution. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Yeah, I kind of figured that out just what do you call it? Just a couple minutes ago. Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh, should I come out and say it now? Okay, save. Yes. Okay, say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma. Yeah. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, sitting right there. Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months after starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. Why would I need surgery? No. Where did I go under the knife at Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So, what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out by yourself. Wait. What does that mean? He still has the bullet in his body. That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove I was shot? Okay, save. I'm just grasping here. Okay, show evidence. All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma... What is it? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... This is why we have the metal detector. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? After all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Oh, he's sweating now. Oh, I can't believe he held the evidence in his body that whole time. All this time.
I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Oh, the statute of limitations runs out on this case today.
It was you who said we had to end it here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at that. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet.
Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? Naughty, naughty. I have no obligation to prove anything.
Is it you who must prove something here?
No, it is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. Naughty, naughty. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Okay. It's gotta be this bullet. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's hearth, still bears clear ballistic markings. So that means it's gotta be the same bullet in his shoulder. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All the bullets fired from the gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell us which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings match, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Oh. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder.
Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? No, he's losing it. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help. I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Okay. I don't know if he screamed like that, but it's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. Oh, Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death. Death. He's going bananas. 15 years earlier. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Oh, Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I have ever known. Me, penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the courtroom's records. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The light must have gone out. I went out in the hall, felt my way to the elevator. I pressed a button and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. Oh, he got shot. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol laying at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. You bastard. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. He was fooled. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. And Von Karma is going to jail. Disgraced lawyer. That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh yeah, and arrest that murderer over there. Wow. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Huh. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I love you. I meant... I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Oh, sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth. Congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent. From the start, of course. Of course you would think so. Just look at you. You wouldn't even stick your hand in the cookie jar, even if there was no one there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? Oh, that's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Oh, everyone's coming together for the end. Huh. It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiance. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, Edgy. There you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. I'll be fined? How much? Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, it's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No, Larry, it was you. What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, I'd call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known I had become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth? You want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. After all that, dinner on me. Oh, and after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Although Edgeworth was still in detention. Why was that? December 29. Wright and Company Law Offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Oh, I guess he drank too much. It's still only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh, just like that. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. Oh, to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya. So you're leaving. Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it. Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence, cheer her up. It was the bullet. It was the deciding factor. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick, thanks. Oh, thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay.
I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that. Oh.
So, bye.
Bye. You're always crying.
Thanks, Nick.
Alright, go, you hippie girl. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor? Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Okay, cast of characters. Oh, look at this. It's the end. Well, as long as there's no song, no singing. Oh, hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung up his head and low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Look at the ceiling. Graphics? Okay, I guess I gotta read this fast as they're going through the credits. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. But who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. He's always dating girls out of his league and having them move off somewhere. Oh, who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, it's not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything I knew. He knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Sure you did. Was that Prosecutor Payne? The Glass Joe of the prosecuting world? Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. You should know I've taken the management of Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in that area, please stop by. Alright. I gotta read that fast. Programming. Makasasuku Endo. Butchering the name. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes. Maya's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him as of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Fresh lemon. Music? Did a good job, Masakazu Sugimori. Phoenix Wright. He an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that everything days? Okay. Sound effects. Okay, oh, there's that. I'm pleased to announce the Brink Princess is in. I'm sure hope that Mr. Wright is a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. Wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Pink Princess being a man and all. Publicity. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her Pink Princess greeting cards. Says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Okay.
Manual? Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It's kind of shock for a boy at my tender age. I thought she was going to be a total babe. But she's got arms like The Rock. Yeah, I remember Wright. That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Well, Shinji Mikami. Oh, okay, yeah, that was Mia. Victory. There we have it. We've beaten Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Wait, the music just stopped. I'm just wondering now. Okay, I could do episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Well, I brought it for a reason, so I'm thinking that I'll... Okay, yeah. I did see the end of the game, basically, and that was 4 episodes, but this episode 5... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go through with it, so we'll probably see another episode after this one. Still got a little bit of time, so let's hit it up. Please be aware that the main game and this episode share the same game data and will be overwritten should you save this episode. Okay. Yep. I got it. Oh. Okay, what's going on? Oh, that's weird. Seen some motion. Oh, 2 murders at the same time. Okay, who is this? Phoenix. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Okay, so this is a side story. I'm just going to continue as part of this Phoenix Wright series. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, should I treat this like DLC and not play it as part of the main game? No, I will go through with it. Why do I come here to this office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Oh, where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Oh. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. You're the famous defense attorney, Maya Fey. Oh, you're not Maya Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Maya Fey is no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Oh, you're the Phoenix Wright. The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking any cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting you any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya, Could it be? Okay. I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator. Okay. Let's see, let's examine the room. There's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Maya snuck it up there on the day she left. I didn't have the heart to take it down. I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. Okay. Maya's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. I ought to at least dust it off once in a while. Oh, sorry. I felt a burp coming up as I was saying once in a while. But anyway. Maya's plant, Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. Egads, the bellboy was staring right at me. Difficult-looking legal books standing in formidable row, they mock me. I tried reading one, and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. Okay, it says the same thing. Okay, let's present something. I guess it's just this. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. It's a composition and is mostly silver. The gold painting is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfates. I'll give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Okay. Talk. Emma. Emma, was it? So, you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just that you seem kind of jumpy or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you could call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great. Another future professional in training. Okay. Science investigator. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigators should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't falter for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. That sounds totally made up. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. The case. So what's this about? A case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring her Maya Fey, but... Oh, that's interesting. How would she know Maya? Relation to Maya. My sister asked for her specifically. Maya Fey. It was a few years... Maya Fey was a few years below her in school. So she went to the same school as Maya. She always told me to go to Maya if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Maya is a woman. Maya, yeah, I thought it was a little strange when I saw you too. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kinda hate her. Huh. But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I better go to the detention center. Oops. Okay, move. Detention center. Okay, February 22nd. Who is this? I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard? I thought I told you I didn't want any visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I heard quite a bit. Sorry, what exactly is it you do? My name is Lana Sky. Lana Wachowski. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma? Lana? I mean, they're just like... Yeah. So she's kind of like, Maya. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Okay, examine. See what the guard is doing this time. This guard monitors visitor room, he's frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. I'm feeling a bit chilly myself. Okay. Present. Your badge looks new. I polish it daily. In a few years, the gold painting will flake off. Then we'll see the real you. Gah, whatever happened to innocent small talk? Give it 3 years. Then we'll see what you have become. How old is she? She doesn't even look 25. The case. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21 at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's trunk, maybe? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. My. The victim. So who was the victim? Oh, hold on. Okay. An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective. Death was due to the loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal.
I see.
Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?
Oh.
What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Look, she even has her hands like Maya.
Well, it means...
The police department will consider taking it as a pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn.
So, you're the chief prosecutor.
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell.
That's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you would recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is.
Huh.
I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this?
Time to change the subject. Wait. She was in the class ahead of Maya, wasn't she? Relation to Maya. You were in school with Maya, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Maya. Hey. It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students.
Different?
She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. You know, not because of my tight pecs and everything.
Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted. Lana was the top of her class in school. I was the best there was.
Oh, okay. I was thinking totally something different. Yeah. Carry on.
I'm doing pretty good in school, by the way, too, by the way. It sounded a little bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright.
Excuse me?
As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say that there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana. You were always this way, weren't you? You never think of anyone but yourself. Huh. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So, how can you say you did it? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest I leave to you.
You mean you're requesting my services as your defense?
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over.
Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this.
Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expect to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see.
Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that.
What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe maybe not.
Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation.
Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay.
All right.
let's talk to her. She's the Maya in this case. Okay, we talked to her already. Present. Okay, let's go move to the underground parking lot. Okay, February 22nd, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it happened. It looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You're expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh, it's a cowboy.
What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch, and it's up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall.
Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Strike?
This is our claim, our territory. The gold mine is evidence. If you're fixing to mess up what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You'll know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream. You want to?
What's this guy talking about?
Whiskey. You head along now. Oh, happy trails, bambina.
Okay. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Okay, let's examine. Okay, let's see here. What is this? This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both, kind of a dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. What? I got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? You mean Einstein? No clues here. Examine. Aha! A ladder. That's a stepladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the base nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Yeah. So this is kind of like a side story, but with no Maya or Mia. Well, we have a replacement Maya. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Okay, examine. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, did you just say... See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. You are awfully overly too smart for most people's good. Look, a door. That must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Well, let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Okay, he's got a new partner. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in there and I'll do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Okay. What is this? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Oh, wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. Retrieved from underground parking lot. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Alright. Okay, you have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. And how do you do that, you ask? Why, it's elementary. Just hold the Wiimote upright. Okay, yeah, this is definitely what do you call it, DLC for the Wii. Like, this didn't come out on the DS, I don't think. Possibly. Anyway, I've never played the DS version. Okay, just hold the remote upright, okay, and press the direction on the control pad. Okay. Now let's start examining from every angle. Okay. So I can point at the screen and move this around. Point up. Okay, I guess I got... Okay, I guess, let's see here. What are controls? Examine, move cursor, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Okay, it seems like a worn out wallet. Oh, there's an emblem on there. Oh, look! I think there might be a clue there. You should check it out with the A button, okay? Okay. Okay, let's, examine. Oh, look at this. This is an ID card. Detective Bruce Goodman. ID number, all that numbers. See? Well, isn't that scientific investigation useful? I guess. I thought I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I got to be on my toes from now on. Okay. Okay, examine. We're not done here yet. Okay, examine. Look, a stylish glass wall room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. Huh? You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Okay, this is where cars leave the parking lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. Oh yeah, okay. Relativity. Okay. Well, look at this. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner? No.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. It's Matthew McConaughey, with long hair, the sheriff. Like I said before, here's our claim. You'd best be moseying on along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Ah, scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Oh, good whiskey. Well, I'm getting a little drunk. The little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for the vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might as well find you a cerveza you like.
Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Maybe you should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Okay.
In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim.
Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Excuse me? Were you two all set?
Us? Oh. Excuse me, were you two all set? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. Interesting way of doing business.
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even my days are as the cough-up queen are over.
Cough-up queen? That sounds like a term you hear in the adult industry.
Cough-up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on. I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, with all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? A flick of the hair. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective.
What?
A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
Oh.
You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
Yes, ma'am. Yipes. She means it.
Okay, she got evil. She got like these piercing villain eyes back to the soft eyes there. Okay, examine. I don't think we can. No, we can't go that way now. Okay, you know what? We could probably look at that crime scene later on when there's nobody around. Okay, present. Actually, I think now is a good time to stop the video here. So, Phoenix Wright, you know, when the game ended, I don't know, this is one of those games that I was really enjoying, where I just don't feel like moving on. But, you know, the good thing is that this is a series of games, like Phoenix, like the second game, Trials and Tribulations, was it? No, and Justice for All. one of the two anyway. I forget which one is the second one, but you know what? I think I want to play Phoenix Wright, the second Phoenix Wright game. Because I do have the trilogy on the Wii, and I just want to keep playing it. But it's kind of like with Halo. When I was done Halo, I was bummed. Like it felt like it was over too quickly. But I don't really have that problem with RPGs, because RPGs kind of have already, like, they go on for like at least a month. When I'm playing RPGs, like Dragon Quest 11 took a really long time. But games like Halo, where they're just super short and stuff like that, and when they're done, and especially if they're fun, I just don't feel like I'm ready to move on. But like, same thing with this game. So it looks like we have a whole nother case to do before we move on. So I'm thinking maybe possibly episode 10 or maybe episode 11. I don't know. Because this is probably one of those 3-day, what do you call it? One of those 3-day trials. And it seemed like each day was taking like a whole 2 hours to play through, from what I've seen. Well, especially towards the end. So I don't know how long this I don't know how long this what do you call it, trial is gonna take. But I'm thinking maybe another episode or two after this. So we're gonna continue this sometime in November. I don't want to say November 1st, because the way I'm gonna do things with the Resident Evil month is that whatever games I'm still midway part of through, we're just gonna finish off into November. Unless I somehow miraculously finish all the games right on the 29th. But anyway. So yeah. So thanks for watching Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I hope you enjoyed the videos as much as I enjoyed making them. And we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back to this trial, and we will continue with this off in November. Sometime in November. Who knows? I don't know the dates when. But yeah. So that I hope you will enjoy Resident Evil month. I am going to go all out and see how far I can get in this series, like how many games I can beat. So anyway, yeah. We'll catch you tomorrow with 2 Resident Evil games. So until then, well, yeah, we'll catch you then. We'll see you on Phoenix Wright back in November. So until then, we'll see you. Have a good one.